As always, it is so great to have you here, and I hope you're staying safe and healthy out there. Anyways, today we've got another delicious recipe. We're talking a heartwarming white bean and artichoke stew. This is known in Spain as un potaje de habichuelas y alcachofas. Now the beauty of this recipe is two things. The first one is that it's made with very simple ingredients, such as canned beans and canned artichoke hearts. And for the second one is that it comes together in just 40 minutes, yet it tastes like it's been simmering for hours. Folks, we're talking very easy to make, a ton of great flavors, and as always, the kind of food that's gonna fill you with so much goodness. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. La Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. Like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients, like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the spices you need to make all your favorite Spanish recipes, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings. And they even offer classic grilling systems, that way you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there, and make sure to use coupon code on a fork during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's begin by getting our ingredients ready. I'm going to drain 2 cans of white beans into a colander and rinse the beans under some water. The size of the cans that I'm using are 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams each. Then we'll drain a can of artichoke hearts into a colander as well and rinse them under some water. The size of the can I'm using is 14 ounces, which is 400 grams. We'll also finely chop 1 small onion, roughly chop 4 cloves of garlic, and we'll cut 2 slices from a baguette, each one being ½ inch thick, which is about 1.25 centimeters, and removing the skins from 3 cloves of garlic. For the next step, let's start cooking our dish. I'm going to heat a stock pot with a medium heat and add in 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. After a couple minutes, we'll add in the slices of baguette and the 3 cloves of garlic. And we're going to cook these ingredients between 3 to 4 minutes or until they're golden fried all around. Once the ingredients are golden fried, we'll transfer them into a mortar and then set them aside. Now, using the same pan with the same heat, we'll add in the chopped onion and garlic. And as always, we'll mix the onion and garlic around continuously, that way it all evenly sautés. After 3 to 4 minutes, and that onion is nice and translucent, I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of sherry vinegar, which is 15 milliliters. You can use other vinegars here, such as red wine or even white wine vinegar. We'll also add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams. And ½ a teaspoon of ground cumin, which is 1.5 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix until everything's well mixed together. Then we'll add in the drained white beans, the drained artichoke hearts, and season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a gentle mix until everything's well mixed together. And once again, remember to be gentle here, otherwise you can easily break those beans apart. Then we'll add in 3 cups of vegetable broth, which is 720 milliliters. Traditionally, to make this dish, you use chicken broth, but you can also use beef broth, veggie broth like I'm using, or even water. Either way, link on how to make my homemade vegetable broth in the description box below. We'll also pinch in a 1/4 teaspoon of saffron threads, which is 0.17 grams. And we'll also add in 1 bay leaf. Then we'll turn it up to a high heat and give it a gentle mix. Once it comes to a boil, we'll place the lid on the stock pot and lower the fire to a low-medium heat, and we're going to simmer this for about 20 minutes, that way all the flavors can develop. In the meantime, let's move back to the mortar with the fried baguette and garlic. I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh parsley, which is 8 grams, and a little pinch of sea salt. And using a pestle, we'll pound down on the ingredients until we form a paste-like texture. As always, if you don't have a mortar and pestle, you can also use a food processor here, a handheld blender, or even a NutriBullet. Okay, let's move back to the stock pot. After simmering the stew for about 20 minutes, we'll remove the lid, add in the bread and garlic mixture, and we'll gently mix it until everything's well mixed together. And let me tell you, that bread mixture is not only going to help thicken this stew, but it's going to give it a beautiful lift of flavors. Then we'll remove the stock pot from the heat, transfer some of the stew into a shallow bowl, and we'll garnish with fresh parsley. Check it out, Potaje de Habichuelas y Alcachofas, a beautiful Spanish white bean and artichoke stew. Easy to make, gorgeous presentation, and all done in about 40 minutes. Let's give it a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, un potaje de habichuelas y alcachofas. This I cannot wait to try. I'm not holding the plate today because it's still piping hot. It's burning my hands underneath. Here we go. Those artichokes really take it to the next level. And that thickener. But first things first, with that bite, it instantly warms your soul and it fills your body with so much goodness. You know, for me, the real winner here is that we use very basic ingredients, canned artichoke hearts, canned beans, and got it together in just 40 minutes, yet the flavors feel like they've been simmering for hours. Folks, give this a try. Serve it next to a crunchy baguette, and of course a bottle of Spanish wine from the wine region of Valdepeñas in La Mancha. You're gonna have yourself a beautiful meal. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Martin Giddings, Aravinda Garimea, Robert Manhan, and Hollis Helmichi. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.